This is how my hair is looking, guys. I just did this knots. I didn't care. I didn't even worry about, making sure the lines are clean or whatever, like the partings. Sikujali. Mi nilisema tu, kaende kwani iko nini. As you can see, on this other side. Hey beauties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi, hello. If you're new here, my name is Kwin Lyn. Feel very welcome. First things first, please go and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button so that you're notified anytime I have a new upload. Now beauties, thank you very much for the love you've shown me in the video that I just posted the other day. I was sharing with you the serums that I'm currently loving, some of my favorite products, and I got some really good feedback from you beauties. Actually, you guys are beasts. If you remember, I shared the rose balm oil, and the moment I posted it on my Instagram, go and follow me if you don't already. You guys bought everything, all the stock that was remaining of the rose balm oil and the vitamin C serum. Done. Thank you so much. As soon as everything is back in stock, I'll be the first to let you know. All right? Okay, beauties. Now, today's outfit, I'm wearing Rose Fit apparel. I've shared before, I'm the brand ambassador. I really do love it. Just look at this top, guys. Actually, let me just stand so you can see. Look at the top. Look at that cut, beauties. And it goes all the way to the back. Follow me and go down my post. You'll see where I've posted some of the other clothes. Excuse me. And it's all very simple for you to purchase. Just DM them or go to the website and be sure to use my code Lynette, which is my first name, Lynette. I'm going to leave it on the screen and you will get yourself a sweet 10% discount. All right. Okay, beauties. So today's video is going to be a hair tutorial and also kind of just me sharing with you what I feel or what I've been going through as an individual when it comes to mental health. It's something that is close to my heart, and I feel like we're not having enough conversations about mental health, or rather we are just starting to have this conversation. And sometimes somebody can feel like, there's a lot of stigma with mental issues or mental problems. So I thought, why not speak about it, talk about this stuff, normalize it, let it become an everyday topic where if you're depressed, you can easily share that with your family members and you won't be scared that they're going to judge you or treat you differently. Instead, you're going to get the support that you need, because I believe that's the most important thing. Everybody in this world needs support. So as much as I'm going to be doing my hair today and showing you the products that I use and how I achieve this look, I'm also going to be sharing with you bits of information here and there about how I feel about mental health and what you can do also to improve your mental health from my experience. Okay? Yeah. All right, beauties, I hope you're ready. So we are going to need a couple of items, or rather what I use when I'm getting ready to do my ponytail. I'll normally have my rose water with me. I just put it here into this bottle so that it's easy for me to spray it on my hair. I also have my leave-in conditioner with me. This is the Miel. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Miel pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner, moisturizing curl primer and detangler for thick curly type 4 hair. It's really good, and I love the smell, beauties. Next product that you're gonna need is your gel. I will maybe sometimes use Nice and Lovely, or sometimes I will use my Wonder Grow. I've shared these items these products rather, I've shared them on my stories on my Instagram. So there's this Nice and Lovely and there's this Wonder Grow. I really love Wonder Grow, but I also recommend Nice and Lovely for my babes who are trying to look cute on a budget. If you're in uni, if you're in high school, you'll definitely be able to afford this without breaking the bank. Yeah. Then I'm gonna also use my TCB oil sheen spray. I really love it because it just leaves my hair smelling good, moisturizes my extensions, so yeah, get this. I'm also going to be using a brush, a hairbrush, a toothbrush, an old toothbrush. Then I have my detangler comb for my ponytails. I really like this comb. I got this from Chandarana Supermarket. And then of course you're gonna need your different hair ties. So I have this, and I have a bunch of others somewhere here. Yeah, here they are. Let me just grab that. These ones, yeah, because I never know how many I'm gonna need until I start doing the hairstyle. So just have a bunch of them around, okay? Yeah, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, sorry, wide tooth comb. You will definitely need a wide tooth comb. And my hair has been in what do we call them? Tunazita matuta. Here in Kenya, tunazita matuta. Basically just three strand knots on my hair, and it's looking real crusty, beauties. Don't judge me, don't judge me. My hair doesn't look good under this thing. But actually, let me quickly speak on it. I got this as well from Chandarana Supermarket. I've really been loving this hair towel because it just makes my life easier. You know how sometimes when you use the normal towel, it's so big. So it's like all the way in your head. So when I saw this one, and it has this button at the back right here so that I'm able to tie the hair, I was like, this is nice. Let me get it. So let me show you the madness that is my hair. Pray for me, y'all.
Ukitaka kunipeleka date usiniulize ati where can I take you, kwa sababu jibu yenda kupatia utashtuka. You utashtuka. Ati where can I take you? Bitch, nipeleke kwa bank. Yeah, I wanna go to the bank. Kwa sababu umeuliza, unataka nikwambie, what do you want me to tell you? Nipeleke kwa bank. Yeah. Tusema dough.
Natural Hair Chronicles. This is how my hair is looking, guys. I just did these knots. I didn't care. I didn't even worry about, making sure the lines are clean or whatever, like the partings. Sikujali. Mi nilisema tu, kaende kwani iko nini, Yeah, so I'm gonna start off with my rose water just to wet my hair a bit and wake it up. Also, disclaimer, if you see me looking this way, I have my mirror right here so that I'm able to see what I'm doing for precision. Though I also have another mirror above my head, but from time to time you may see me looking on this side. Yeah, so let's get into the video. There. Also, beauties, I decided not to straighten my hair because, I wanted to do this as regular as possible, so that it's raw, like you can see straight up. If I don't have any heat instruments, how do I normally achieve my sleek hair? Because sometimes some people think my hair is relaxed after I've styled it because, it lays down flat properly and it's not relaxed. So I figured let me be as kienyeji as possible with the hair so that you can see it's possible. It's possible for you to get a neat hairdo even when your hair is natural. Anyway, yeah, I think I can talk about mental health and what it means to me as I continue to undo my hair. So for me, just like most people, I believe, born in the 90s, mental health was something that, was so scary back then. Anytime you had that somebody had any mental problems, everybody would just say you're crazy, you need to be in a mental institution. And even now, people still have that perception. I see comments on social media when different situations occur by different people, It is something that has been going on for a long time. But I love the fact that we are now getting more vocal about these issues, because at the end of the day, I usually say this to myself, to my family, to my friends. I feel like it doesn't matter how much, how much money you have or how successful you get in life. If your emotional well-being, your mental well-being is not okay, you'll definitely face a lot of difficulties, And being that we're in an African society and there's all this stigma, most people who should be in therapy, who can easily be assisted by, a therapist, end up living such difficult lives because you've never even been diagnosed. You've never gone to talk to someone. And even when it's not a diagnosis, let's say you're just stressed out. Many people have a hard time, recognizing that, what, I'm under stress, my body is in distress, and I just need to talk to a professional, or I need to talk to someone. Because again, with the society that we live in today, people are very sneaky. You never know who to trust. You can go and share with someone some deep personal stuff, hoping, that they're your friend, believing that they have your back. And then tomorrow somebody will use that very same information to hurt you when they feel like you're not playing to their tune, or when the situation changes, maybe the friendship changes, maybe the romantic relationship changes, and everybody now is apprehensive. Everybody's scared of one another. And I feel like that's one of the main problems that's making many people to be withdrawn. You're scared to put yourself out there, Even with me, when I decided to go to, or rather when Lyn Ngugi invited me to her show, and knowing how big it was, a part of me was very scared. I was like, what are people gonna think? What are my friends gonna say? What are my acquaintances gonna say? What are my frenemies gonna say? Am I gonna be judged negatively because of the home that I grew up in? Am I gonna be judged because I didn't have a proper upbringing, or my life didn't pan out the proper way? And I know many young women go through this same thing. That's why I'm talking about it, because I replied to so many of your DMs. I remember like last week I was in the village and there's a beauty who called me. She needed advice in regards to her relationship and work and life. And as we were talking, I could feel from what she was saying, the main problem holding her back, the main obstacle holding her back is fear. Fear of what people are going to say, or how people are going to react to your choices. And it can make you a slave. I have been a slave to that for a very long time. I've not always been this confident lady that you see here, making YouTube videos. No, it wasn't always like this. Anyway, I'm gonna now brush my hair. I hope you're following. Yeah, so it hasn't always been an easy journey for me. I remember when I first started having depressive thoughts, I was really young. I was in maybe Form 2 or Form 1. For my international viewers, that's freshman year, high school. I had a really hard time because I was going through so many difficult emotions and I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know what people are going to say. I didn't want people to laugh at me. I didn't want people to think I was crazy. That's the word. Like, even now, people will insult you with you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. But what exactly is a crazy person, Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what is a crazy person? A crazy person, I'd say, is somebody who's sick. It's something that can be treated. And even in diagnoses that do not have a proper treatment that will end the problem, then you learn tools and ways to manage yourself with the different conditions that you might be suffering from. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's the same way you can fall sick and get malaria and you'll go to the hospital and you'll be given medication and you'll take the medication. It's the same way you could have high blood pressure. So you will need to manage the condition, you will need to take medication and change your lifestyle so that you're able to live longer and have a healthier life. So I feel like it's the same thing. I don't know why we've disassociated the mind from the body, that it's okay for the body to be ailing, but it's not okay for the mind to be ailing. If the mind is ailing, then cancel that person, throw them under lock and key. May they never see the light of day. Most times it's like that, and I believe it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. There are times when I get stressed out, beauties. There are times when I feel low. There are times when I feel like a failure. There are times when I get very anxious. I get scared of the future. I lose sleep, I can't concentrate. And again, it has to do with, my environment. I can never focus on changing my life if I don't know, or if I'm not aware of my environment. What are the things that contributed to who I am right now? You have to know these things. So for me, it has been a journey of taking myself back. I try to remember everything that happened when I was a kid, situations that made me upset. When did I start feeling low? When did I start having low self-esteem? At what point in my life did I get this kind of anger? Because once I'm able to pinpoint that particular situation, then I'm able to heal, and not in the fashionable way that people tell, use the word heal or tell each other to heal. Go heal, go heal, go heal. No. Or even as an insult. Somebody, you hear somebody or you see somebody on the internet say, you're disturbed, you're mentally disturbed, go heal. It's very weird to me why people feel so free to insult others with actual sicknesses, things that you shouldn't even wish on your worst enemy, things that you yourself could be suffering from, things that your parents could be suffering from, things that your siblings could be suffering from, things that your future children might suffer from. So for me, hapo naonanga kama watu wanakuwa wajinga kidogo, kwa sababu you never know what happened to this person for them to get to that point. If anything, I feel like you need to be very open to listening and learning from somebody who comes out and says, you know what, I've been depressed, I've suffered depression for the past 6 months. Hear them out, what they have to say. You'll learn something. Because the other funny thing is that there is no experience in life that is unique to one person. It's only that people will not tell you, or they will suffer in silence, and then when they come out in public, they want to feel bigger, they want to feel stronger, so they will ridicule a particular thing, or they'll put it down and make it seem like it's really, really weird and really, really bad, and it's not nice. But in reality, that's what they're suffering from behind closed doors. And maybe because they don't even understand what's going on with them, they just automatically assume that it's a bad thing. Do not be scared of things that are different from you. Do not be scared of emotions that feel different, thought processes that feel different. Just listen to your body. Try and ask yourself, where is this feeling coming from? Where is this feeling coming from? Most times that's what I'll do. Like, September was a very hard month for me. Mentally, a lot was going on with me mentally, doubts, anxiety. And my mind was just creating all these kind of scenarios. And at some point, I was even feeling like I'm an imposter. Like, what am I doing in this space? It's normal. That's the thing. That's what I want to tell you. It's normal. It's normal for you to feel this way. You're a human being. You're so complex. There are so many different things that make you you. So it's okay for you to have a moment where you don't fully understand what's going on with you. Take some time to be alone. For me, I'll cancel my social plans. Most of my real life friends have not seen me in a very long time, in a couple of months. And it's because I just needed that space for me to know what's going on with me, to acknowledge all these deeper emotions, this darkness. Where is it coming from? Do I have some unresolved issues? Do I have some unresolved trauma? It's just a way for me to listen to my own voice and not burden other people as well with trying to know what's wrong with me. Because there are other times when you feel weird and immediately you call your friends, I feel so down, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So for me, instead of doing that fast, I'll take time by myself. I sit and I dig deep. It could be an issue with a parent. It could be an issue with your partner. It could be an issue with one of your friends. It could be an issue with one of your relatives. It could be something somebody did to you. It could be a traumatic event that your body is still dealing with. And let me tell you guys, I've come to learn that trauma stays in your body for a very long time. This is something that I feel people don't talk about. You can go through something when you are 5 years old and you're all the way in your 30s and your body is still traumatized. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I mean, even when I look at the setups we have right now, our social setups, sometimes it's easy to see that so many of us are operating from a point of pain, from a point of anger, from a point of betrayal, from a point of coldness, and not because of the people in their lives currently, but because of something that they went through back when they were younger. And that thing scarred them, and they've never made a resolution with it. They've never acknowledged it. They've never sat down with the difficult emotion and felt it. If you need to cry, if you need to shout, if you need to break a plate, do something, if you need to talk to someone, if you need to just vent. Anytime we hold in emotions, difficult emotions, thinking that, I'm just going to wake up tomorrow and live my life like it never happened. No. I've come to see the mind is very tricky. The mind is very tricky. It will not allow you to do that. It will give you that chance like, okay, you want to ignore it? Fine. Let's ignore it. Let's ignore it. Let's lie to ourselves that we've ignored the problem. And then when you least expect it, something or somebody somewhere will do something to you, or something will come up, and suddenly all the anger, all the rage, all the confusion, all the hurt comes to the surface. You find yourself crying and you can't understand yourself. You don't know what's going on with you. I mean, I was happy yesterday. Why am I so sad today? What's wrong with me? Am I really crazy? Like people are saying I am. No, you're not crazy. I'm here to tell you, you're alive. You're breathing. You're living. You're going through different things. Most of them for the first time. And there's still so much more that you're going to have to deal with in life. So there's nothing wrong with you. Let's just start from there. There's nothing wrong with you at all. You are okay. What you're going through may be uncomfortable, but let's remove the notion that it's weird, it's wrong, it's crazy. No. Unless it's something that has been diagnosed by a professional, don't go talking negatively to yourself or to other people. There are better ways that you can argue, for example, with somebody than to just call them crazy. Let's remove that stigma. There are better ways people can resolve their issues than, don't mind her, she's crazy. When you yourself, you don't know what kind of life this person leads, and maybe you don't even know why they're upset to begin with. You don't even know how you would behave if you were in the shoes of this person that you're calling crazy. It's always easy to judge. It's always easy to judge the case when it doesn't involve us. So we need to be kinder to people who come out and express the different things they may be going through. And even before somebody expresses this, just move in kindness, move with compassion, I normally say. I've come to learn by example and by experience that when you share what you're going through, most of the time it empowers somebody else. Somebody will feel like, Lynette went through this and this, or Lynette is going through this and this. I'm not alone. Because most times the major problem with mental health problems, is the fact that people feel alone. The major obstacle. Most times the major obstacle with mental health is that an individual feels alone. They feel like what they're going through is unique to them. So loneliness creeps in. Then the anxiety, then the intrusive thoughts. Before you know it, somebody decides to self-harm, somebody decides to take away their life, and we don't want to get there. So as much as these days people say, I'm entitled to my opinion, Let's watch some of the things that are coming out of our mouths. Let's watch how we interact with people who we know are going through tough times in their lives, people who've gone through traumatic events. It doesn't take anything away from you just offering an open ear. You might learn something from this person. Tomorrow it could be you. And because you've had what this other person went through, you have some pointers of how to deal with the matter, you know? And if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you're not your normal self, your energy is low, you're feeling confused, you're not sleeping enough, you just don't have the energy and the psyche to do the stuff that you normally do, it's okay. Talk to someone. Talk to someone. Please. It could be in your church, it could be at home, it could be your parents. If your parents are people who are busy, maybe they don't offer you that ear. Maybe you have a favorite auntie or uncle who you're close with. Maybe it could be your grandparents. Talk to them. Or it could also be a complete stranger, you know. I know that we have free counseling services in public hospitals. If you can just go and try it out and see how it goes. Because sometimes you'll find that a stranger will listen to you without judgment. I see sometimes, almost all the time, strangers will listen to you without judgment. They have no ill motives with you. They have no hidden agendas with you. If you feel like if I talk to somebody in my real life, they might sabotage me, they might shame me, they might embarrass me, then I suggest go to one of these public health centers and ask for their counseling services. Go talk to someone. Go to church, you know. Even confessions can be like a therapy session. Just go and talk to the father, you know, talk to the sisters. Just anyone who is willing to listen to you and they have good intentions, I would say. Go and speak up. Write it down then, you know. If you can't talk to somebody, start with writing it down. These days, I try to journal my feelings, especially when I'm very, very upset. I'll just take my journal and I'll write down exactly what I'm thinking without mincing my words, without thinking, oh, this person will see, this person will hear. No, I'm talking to my paper. So I can express myself however I want. Then later on, I'll come after I've cooled down and read through, and it helps me to see my state of mind, what my fears are, what my subconscious might be holding in, and then I'm able to make a positive change, you know? So I'd say that mental health is normal. The same way we focus on our physical health, let's focus on our mental health. Do not stigmatize people who might be going through depression, anxiety. We want to look like we have everything together when we don't. You know, there's this whole illusion of perfection that we are being served right now in our society, and it's really taking a toll on everybody, where we feel like things have to look perfect, things have to be done in the perfect way at the right time, in the Don't kill yourself with a lot of pressure. That's the other thing I can tell you.